Rachel Hoyt, artist, writer, and fortune-telling poker player. If you found one of my playing cards that I've left around Las Vegas, and which invites you to take a survey about whether or not the card spoke to you, if you purchased one of my fortune-telling tiny art playing cards and received the same opportunity to take a survey, or perhaps you have watched one of my memorable hands poker videos, or just curious about tarot with playing cards, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about the aces. Each of the aces represents one of the four elements. Excuse me, these are all upside down. Air for spades, water for hearts, fire for clubs, and the earth element, or a grounding energy, for the diamonds. And each ace is the purest form of its element. So when I say that the ace of spades represents the end and a new beginning is what you'll hear me say when I am making other videos, but I summarized here with the end and change, is that the end of one thing is always the beginning of something else. So that's why I call it the end and a new beginning. And although it is nicknamed the death card, I like to think of it as the winds of change, as I wrote there. It's a little bit more positive, and it can be very harsh and kind of wipe out everything you have kind of change, but it also makes a clean slate, which is good for starting something new and moving on to more prosperous things. So it can be both bad and good, despite its quite dubious reputation. Anyhow, moving on to the Ace of Hearts. Refuge is my number one keyword that I will say with that card, but it represents every possible layer of a refuge. If you don't know what a refuge is, it is a safe place or a thing that makes you feel safe. It can be your family, it can be love, it could be your home, literally your safe space. And that is why it is nicknamed the home card and has a home on the background here. Now, like I said before, it is a water sign, and water signs have to do with the emotions. So this can be a spark of emotion and a warning to find your refuge, or it could be a sign that you have found your refuge and just a note to take note of the fact that you're feeling safe and secure. Moving on to the Ace of Clubs, the fire sign. Initiative is what I will say with this card over and over and over. And it means to strike while the iron is hot. It represents opportunity and taking action. The Ace of Clubs is like the very first spark ever, the very first spark of the very first fire. And it comes to remind you that it only takes a single spark to start a fire. So go ahead and take a step and get moving in the right direction. Last but not least, we have the Ace of Diamonds. Like I said before, it's the earth sign. It speaks of opportunity. Often it comes in writing. Writing could be a written playing card. Haha, no pun intended. It's always meant in writing, but I think it's cute that playing cards were paper. Anyhow, I digress with a little ramble. So the proverb here is fortune knocks at every door once. And the idea is you may need to sink in your pickaxe and seize the opportunity. However, note I say sink in your pickaxe. It often requires hard work. Earth signs are a grounding energy and a grounding energy kind of grows a little slower than, say, a fire energy, perhaps. I don't want to blather along too long, but I do want you to know the basic reason behind all the details on these cards. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Have an awesome day.